It's in the words that I speak, in every step I take, in all the choices and decisions that I make. It's the way of love. It's not a word that I just use, a mere emotion on its own. It is far beyond the boundaries that I've known. It's the way of love. I am rooted, I am grounded in His love.
Christianity doesn't begin with our pursuit of Christ, but with Christ's pursuit of us. Christianity does not start with an invitation we offer to Jesus. We didn't start out saying, Jesus, come into my life. No. Jesus gave us an invitation. He offered himself to us. And so the way to conquer sin is not by working hard to change your deeds, but by trusting Jesus to change your desires. The Bible says that whatever my Father has not planted will be uprooted. Not the fruit, it will be uprooted. So our greatest need is not to try harder. Our greatest need is a new heart. And that's why one of the blessings of the new covenant is that he gives us a new heart. A new heart produces new desires. Far more important than looking and searching for God's will is simply knowing and trusting God that the work he's doing in us is purposeful, progressive, and perfect. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 1. Paul says that as a prisoner for the Lord, then I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you received. As a prisoner for the Lord. And that's such an interesting statement for me, because I realize that a lot of people are prisoners of something else. We have prisoners of comfort, prisoners of desires and pleasures, prisoners of self, prisoners of validation and applause. Not many are prisoners for the Lord. And the way you recognize where you stand is in what you have placed your strength in. A prisoner of comfort will find strength in comfortable situations and will not be able to tolerate it when life shakes up their comfort zone. A prisoner of pleasures and desires will get irritated when they don't get what they want. A prisoner of self will only do the things that brings benefits to self, nothing else and nothing more. A prisoner of validation and applause will live for the applause of men and will fall into the trap of pleasing men over God. But guess what? You can commit yourself to do something and then realize in the process that this actually doesn't serve me. It may actually hurt you in the process, but don't change your commitment. And that's a sign that you have become a prisoner for the Lord. Christianity doesn't begin with our pursuit for Christ. Trust what God is doing in you. Rest in it. Decide that I will be a prisoner of the Lord. That is, this is where my strength is. Because although Paul was in chains, the work, the purpose, the will of God was not in chains. A prisoner for the Lord is one who is a prisoner to the Lord's will, his desires, and his purposes. Have a blessed day, friends.
There is fullness in